On the build show today, 3 things you need to know if you have an exterior tankless water heater and freezing weather is coming. Let's get going. Okay, so tankless water heater mounted on the outside of this house. Freezing weather is on the way. It's going to be really cold for longer than just dipping overnight below 32 degrees. Here's what you need to know. Number 1, the unit itself, as long as it has power, is going to protect itself. Now, different manufacturers have different cold ratings, but I looked up this particular unit on the Rinnai website. It's good to -4 Fahrenheit outside, and here's what it's going to do. If the power is on, it's got a heating element wrapped around that copper boiler on the inside, and it's going to keep this unit warm, keep the water above freezing temperature. If it freezes inside this unit, bad things happen. So this unit is going to protect itself. However, number 2, you need to know that the pipes leading up to your unit are very vulnerable. This unit will protect itself, but the pipes that come to it, this particular install is a lot of exterior piping. This is obviously a retrofit on a 70s house. This is a lot of exposed pipe. Now, you want to not just insulate, but you need to use heat tape as well. If you're not familiar with heat tape, it's basically a product that has its own thermostat, and when it sees that the temperature of the pipe is below 40 degrees, it's going to heat a strip of tape. And underneath this insulation, the plumber has done a good job of putting that heat tape all the way through this exterior piping. So, in theory, we should be good to pretty cold weather. Okay, number 3, you need to know that you need a power plan backup. If power goes out, this unit's in big trouble, right? It's going to freeze very quickly if it doesn't have power. You're going to notice it's plugged right into this exterior outlet. And that power that this provides is doing 2 things. It's keeping the unit from freezing. It's also giving the spark and the electronics what they need to know to actually fire up. So if we lose power, not only are we in a vulnerable position for this to freeze, but we're not going to have hot water inside the house. Number 2, if we lose power, we're going to lose power to this heat tape as well. So here's 2 options for you. Either we could plug this in to a generator running outside. Here's my little 2,500 watt Champion portable generator. This is a natural gas or propane fired. We just fire this up right here on the outside and plug both these plugs right into it. We'd be good to go. We could ride out the storm. Of course, we're going to have to refill either the propane or the gasoline tank, but other than that, we're good to go. Another option you might consider is a battery backup. A bunch of different manufacturers make these. Klein Tools makes a really nice one. And this has an inverter, so we've got a big old battery in there. This inverter, when we plug it in, will convert that DC power to AC. And what's nice about this particular unit is while it's running, it'll tell you how long we've got left, because this heat tape, as long as it is probably going to pull several amps. It could be 4 or 5 amps of power. And the water heater itself, I don't know exactly, but I suspect it's only more like 1 or 2 amps of power. A battery like this, though, may only get you through 24, 48 hours. That's why I like a generator, because at least I can refill it even if the power's out. One thing I want to mention, too, about batteries, if you're going to use a battery like this, don't leave it outside. The performance of a battery like this is big time degraded as it gets colder. So a battery like this, you could actually keep it in your garage or even your house and then run a cord around the outside to provide power for both of these. All right, guys, stay safe out there if you've got cold weather coming your way. And if you're not currently a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You know, we've got new content here every Tuesday and every Friday. Follow us on TikTok or Instagram. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on The Build Show.